Leather gloves. Everybody has gloves now. Good. Chainmail. I think that this fellow could certainly armor up a bit more. Yeah, Alcander is going to be our... Ooh, that's lovely. I'm very interested to try Alcander too, actually, to see how that build works. Well, that's the problem with this, is there's so many fun builds that I'd like to try. 37 to 111 physical damage, poison for 3 turns. How does that compare? Not quite as well, actually. That's interesting. Steel spear versus a steel broadsword. Not quite so good. It's surprising. Let's jump down to Alcander. Just very disappointing overall, I have to say. Anyways, I'll leave the steel spear here then. Pants. Put pants on. Anyone have one more pair of pants? Chain greaves. Okay. Let's try both of these. Oh. Oh. I see, okay. That would mean a pair of pants for the shaman. Okay, chainmail. Da 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 da. Dried meat, potion of vitality, bronze girdle, lucky horseshoe, leather greaves. Who else can use some leather greaves? Pretty much anyone wearing pants. Yannick is wearing wool pants, though. Not a bad idea. Oh, Yannick has a ton more pants. Okay. The leather jerkins, I think, are safe to get rid of. Though, I can't help feeling that... Yeah. There you go. A leather jerkin would be more suited to actual defense for this fellow. Blessed sandals are nice. Yeah, we can leave the blessed sandals on. If I understand correctly, anything that as long as the sorcerer can use it, and yeah, as long as the sorcerer is able to use it, it's actually okay to wear as an armor. So the leather jerkin is fine and better than the robe. Now we have an apprentice rod versus a mage's staff. Apprentice rod, mage's staff. Nothing over here. Steel short sword. Are we out of shields? No. Pass that down to Alcander. Okay. The barbed trident. How would that look in your hands? So not at all, you know, good per se, but plus 25% chance to evade attacks entirely. I mean, that's nice. As opposed to some armor. So I think that would be worth trying out, the barbed trident. Okay. We'll hold on to those. Leather greaves. Leather greaves. Pants. Give that man some leather greaves. No more must he wear pants. We can combine lockpicks. For starters, okay. What's this? Leather belt. Dedrick and Alcander. Alright. Give that to Alcander. Give the leather belt to Dedrick. Okay, a drake skin leather tunic. Armor plus 20%. Plus 15 to fire resistance. I mean, that might be the kind of thing to give a mage for some reason. Yeah. Leather jerkin. Okay, so we no longer need leather jerkins. So that can go in there. Sage's Rod somehow is no longer needed. Short bow is no longer needed. Leather boots. I think everyone has. Yes. No more do we need leather boots. Leather cap. Yeah, for Dedrick. So pass that back to Dedrick. Pants can go. Chainmail can go. Steel dagger, really not that important. Leather belt. Apprentice rod. Short bow. Dagger. Wand device. Robe. Meat. Alright. Now these are the kinds of inventories we should be looking for. So I'm quite excited by that. It's odd, we have no magic rings yet. That can't be right. Okay, we've got enough rune stones going on here that we could totally make our characters quite a bit stronger, which is nice. Lucky horseshoe. Okay, the dried meat. Yeah, go ahead, get rid of it. Potions I will happily take. Okay. The wine always stays with me. Studded leather armor, I'd almost forgotten. Seems like the kind of thing that the shaman should wear. So let's do that. Chainmail. Go ahead and get rid of that. Those are the two magic items we have. Alright. Feels good when you get it down to this kind of, to something this easy. I still don't understand the appeal of spears. I have to say that, for me, is odd. I mean, we're going to try it with this one here. Okay, now let's actually look at how we're going to build our characters. I obviously want to try Khalida. So, with that in mind, switch helms. The Lucky Horseshoe and the Ivory Skull can go to Khalida. Steel Breastplate can go to Khalida. Wow, what a sound. Okay. The Buckler of Strength cannot go to Khalida. Steel Bracers, better than Iron Gauntlets, good. The Iron Razor Disc is going to stay there. Lodestone. Chain Boots, without a doubt. Chain Greaves. Belt of Battle, plus 5% to melee damage. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Charm of Power. Wow, we've actually got quite a bit of nice stuff for Khalida. Alright. Interesting. Very interesting. You know, that might be where they get more damage from, is that plus 12%, but for a spear, I don't know, was that other spear better than 12%? No, so it's a 2% difference damage to damage. I just don't think that's really significant enough to make it worthwhile, but we'll try it and then we'll see. Charm of Power, so I'm feeling pretty good right now about Khalidah's strength abilities right here. You know? Plus 15% to hit chance. I mean, this feels good. Should I be open to using the Buckler of Strength and a Steel Broadsword? Potentially, yeah. That might be nice to have in case that comes up. Let's take a look at armor. I mean, that's pretty good. Almost 50% resistance to everything except for mental and curses. I mean, that's a nice thing to have, you know? And that's only going to go up. Riposte as well. All these nice, fun tidbits. Okay, what do I have? Melee damage protection. I mean, as someone who really doesn't see too much combat, I don't think is melee damage. How much is that? 5% doing? Do those? That's interesting. So those percent bonuses don't seem to happen until the actual strike. So that might be better than the 5%, the plus 5% parry chance. Raider's Cutlass, yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't use that anyways. So critical hit, dexterity, Deadeye Missile, these are all very good things. Plus 10% to healing, who knows. I'm getting pretty good at parry, actually, which is interesting. And considering that I have all the dexterity, I mean, I should have the type of person who can actually sustain a little bit of damage now. So that's quite pleasant. Yannick? I don't think Yannick actually brings too much to the table equipment-wise. Yeah, not really. So we don't actually have, now that I look over it, we don't actually have that much great equipment. Most of it is equipped to our fighter, which makes sense. You know, buff the fighter early because the fighter's going to see a lot of action, obviously. I think I will take the lockpicks. I would like to go through the quick use items. That's the last thing we really need to do. So, with that in mind, let's just throw all our quick use items here. Ooh, everyone can now have scarabs. Lots and lots of scarabs. So that's a thing I should not forget about. Obviously, I'm playing on hard difficulty, which isn't really that hard, but I want to get into the habit of using my items, you know, that I have at my disposal instead of hoarding them till the end of the game, because that rarely seems to work. And this way it'll actually make a lot of fights, I think, easier. So, the Wand of Venom is an area mist attack, cone attack. Let's go through the wands. Wand of Fire is probably no longer useful. Just very doubtful that it's useful. Wand of Ice we're probably at the point where that's going to be useful. Potions of Battle are quite something. Lamps, I don't even know why, but might as well have them, right? Potion of Speed is the best thing. Potion of Recovery is actually, I think, quite nice. Speed, recovery. Lightning might be useful. Charm Foe, definitely still useful. Potion of Heal, always useful. Eggs, let's sell our eggs. Okay, so what are the types of potions that we want everyone to have at least a couple of? So healing potions are the big one.